హైదరాబాద్ అన్ని రంగాల్లో అద్భుతంగా ముందుకు పురోగమిస్తోందని మంత్రి కేటీఆర్ అన్నారు. భాగ్యనగరం నుంచి ఐటీ ఎగుమతులు రికార్డు స్థాయిలో పెరిగాయని చెప్పారు. హైదరాబాద్ అవతల ద్వితీయ శ్రేణి నగరాలకు ఐటీని విస్తరిస్తున్నామన్న కేటీఆర్ పట్టణాల్లో మట్టి బిడ్డలు అద్భుతాలు చేస్తున్నారని చెప్పారు. హైసియా లాంటి సంస్థలు టైర్ 2 సిటీల్లో ఐటీ కంపెనీలు ఏర్పాటు చేయాలని కోరారు.
We also need to start looking at areas outside of Hyderabad, beyond Hyderabad, if you ask me. We have, as a government, taken a very calibrated approach. We have created IT hubs in nearly 6 cities already, 6 towns in Telangana. We have already inaugurated the one in Warangal. We've inaugurated one in Khammam, one in Karimnagar. In fact, next month we'll be inaugurating the one in Nizamabad, Mahbubnagar, followed by Nalgonda. Then we are looking at others like Siddipet. We're also going to launch one in Ramgundam, and the list goes on. And what's heartening is, honestly, there's a guy called Deshpande, Sanjay Deshpande, runs a company called NTT. One fine day, a friend of mine, Srinivas Reddy Surikanti, he brings Sanjay to me and he says, Anna, Sanjay is actually from Adilabad and he wants to do something there. I said, what do you mean something? He said he wants to open a center. But this gentleman, who's a true son of the soil, he's from Adilabad. He said, I want to open a center there and provide local employment. Today, happy to report that we have an IT hub also shaping up in Adilabad. Sanjay has already opened his office. He's given employment to 120 plus people, all locals of Adilabad. And what is even more heartening, like Jayesh said, the BPO, KPO kind of work is not what is getting done there. They're actually doing some really cool, cutting edge stuff. I visited a company called Soft Paths in Warangal, run by, again, a son of the soil, a gentleman called Ravi Chandar. Now, Soft Paths has more than 255 employees in Warangal. So I met almost 50, 60 employees one-on-one in Warangal. I was chatting with them, trying to understand what they're up to. What made me extremely happy and exuberant was all the youngsters who were brimming with confidence. They are working in areas like AI. They're working in very, very advanced work that you would normally do probably in Hyderabad or Bangalore. And they seemed rather confident and comfortable. They're working out of their own hometown and they're working absolutely, fine. If we are able to provide a constant feeder of good quality human resources by way of task, I think there is no question there should be no question in anybody's mind that these tier 2 towns, especially post-COVID. So my humble request to HICIA, I think the time has come, Manisha, under its first women president, to start reinventing and start thinking beyond Hyderabad, start thinking and charting up plans to ensure that growth also happens in tier 2 towns. Many more new things happening in Hyderabad in 2023. We'll have the beautiful facility of T-Works, the largest prototyping facility in the country again. It will be inaugurated this year. We are looking to inaugurate it in the first quarter. We're looking to get an industry leader, industry captain. We are working on schedules. But as soon as that happens, we'll actually do it with some fanfare and we'll make sure that the entire country understands. The 3D printed gateway towers of Kandla Koya that just was unveiled was a 3D printed model. And we can do many, many more such things from T-Works, and we can do ventilators. We can do even the Vikram S rocket that was launched by Skyroot. The model of it was also prepared. The prototype was prepared in T-Works. So there's plenty of things that can be done in a maker's lab, in a maker's space, where you can have hobbyists, you can have professionals, you can have amateurs, everybody come in and explore prototyping. Wherever I go today, when I tell them that, Hyderabad has recently won the world's best green city award, surpassing Bogota, Paris, and Mexico City and others, they're amazed. They're like, really? Did that really happen? I say, yes, you can go and look in. So when I keep mentioning these things, Hyderabad recently, in fact, day before yesterday, Oxford Economics has reported that Hyderabad will be the fastest growing city in APAC along with Bangalore, surpassing Beijing, Tokyo and others. A lot of people don't believe it. But the fact is, when JLL rates Hyderabad as a city with the best momentum in the world, most dynamic city in the world, again, I have to sell really hard because even most of you don't believe it. Unless you actually read it, unless you get it validated by somebody else. Under SRDP, we had started 47 projects. Today, 34 are complete. Show me one other city in India which has done a similar kind of infrastructure work in the last 1 decade. I challenge you, and I'm saying this openly in front of cameras. You can show me any other city in India which has done such humongous work in terms of adding infrastructure to its capacity. In fact, Hyderabad will be the first city in India to be treating 100% of its sewerage by June this year. 100% of sewerage. Again, no city in India can make a claim like that. Hyderabad also, in fact, will be, again, one among the few cities in India which has taken care of its drinking water woes till the year 2050 because of the investments that we have, put into drinking water space, Mission Bhagirath especially, and with Kaleshwaram, again providing not just water for irrigation but also drinking water for Hyderabad through Konda Puchamma Sagar and Mallana Sagar. I think, again, there are very few cities in India which can make a similar claim. Drinking water is not a concern. Traffic, of course, is a concern. Public transportation. In fact, we're working on Hyderabad Metro, Airport Metro, and we are also looking at phase 2 of Metro. We are looking to expand public transportation, make it more robust. The only state in the country which provides a single window TSB pass, like for industries we provide TSI pass. For anybody who wants to build a house, a small dwelling or a large IT park, we have TSB pass, the Telangana State Building Project Approval Self-Certification System. A very seamless model where all permissions are guaranteed in 21 days. And since I'm also the Minister for Urban Development, I can tell you, if I don't deliver on the 21-day window, on the 22nd day, the construction permission is deemed to have been given. But also with our focus on environment, the Harita Haram program has been a huge hit. Our green cover has expanded by 7.7% in the last 8 years. I'm immensely proud that we have been rated as the most livable Indian city for 5 years in a row from 2015 until 2020, and then they suspended it because of COVID by Mercer. A humongous growth we've had over the last 8 years. Our IT exports also speak for themselves. It was 57,000 crores in 2014. Today it's 1,83,000 crores. We are much, much, much above the national average, and we continue to grow, and we look forward to, of course, working with you and the entire industry.